The first of two here on Christmas Eve. The Bengals and Steelers underway on this Saturday. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led out by the second-year pro out of Pitt, looking for a big jump in year two, Kenny Pickett. They'll start the drive with Harris.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Well, now they'll try the end around. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try the end around with Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they'll go on the ground. Able to slither by. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Steps away. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when they decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, their kicker's fine, but they just opt to be aggressive and go for 2, and they get it.
Does that not remind you of Mike Tomlin of a few seasons ago? Remember that when he started out the season just this spate of going for 2 all the time and really making people understand we're going to be aggressive, we're going to come after you? That felt like that Mike Tomlin coaching the team again.
Didn't he do that when they initially moved the extra point back a little bit?
He certainly did. Started to play a little analytics there and also let people know I feel really confident with my offense on the field.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 18 carries, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And with teams jockeying for position, one thing we do know already, they're all set. They've got the #1 seed in their back pocket with still 2 games to go.
And that gives you a chance to experiment a little bit as well. It doesn't mean that you just have wholesale changes, starters don't play. I'm not talking about strictly that. I'm talking about guys who maybe haven't played enough during the year, or you want to see them in different spots. You know, can that running back split out and catch the football a little bit as you head to the playoffs? Maybe you run a few plays to...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Pickett. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt and get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And Nixon going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here we go. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. That one taken in by T. Higgins. On the move past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way.
He's nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Montravius Adams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Throwing on second and long. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd from 10 yards out. And the Bengals get a bit closer.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that trims the lead down to 9.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On the draw, it's Harris. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And they'll run it here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Miles Boykin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, here's Burrow. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From midfield now, Burrow. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held it to an okay gain.
They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
First down, Bengals.
11, Thomas. 11.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Now second and 9.
Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up third and 5 now. Burrow looking to pass.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. That's good for 28 yards.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11, Thomas. 11, MT.
Here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mixon. goes into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
2nd and 10. One quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And they'll go on the ground. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, Barton, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give, running left is Harris. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Breaks it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Kenny Pickett
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
A Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices, extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
He gets this one to Boyd.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Here's Burrow.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Burrow.
Short throw to Smith.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Burrow.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Now Burrow.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
To throw, Burrow.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And they'll go with a ground attack here.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
And they'll run it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. Broken tackle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They go play action with Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
73 yards.
and the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
A final shot now for Burrow. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.